I'm Daniel. This is Steve. We invent top-notch cocktails for some of the best bars and restaurants in America. When it comes to making drinks, food is our inspiration. And behind every cocktail we make is an adventure. Nobody knows the best hole-in-the-wall joints like cops because they're out there on the street every day. Today, we're heading down to Hawthorne to roll with Sergeant Cognac, the hungry detective. We'll get the full cop experience and create 2 police-inspired cocktails that will serve and protect with respect.
Thanks for having us.
You guys up for an adventure today?
You know it.
We want to hit the streets.
Hawthorne's a great town, some great food. I'm going to show you some really cool little restaurants and a little police stuff as well.
The first thing he does is bring us down to the basement and slaps on some Kevlar vests.
So I'm a cop now.
No,
We're cops.
like junior police today.
Then he introduces us to his partner, John Dixon, who put us through some firearms training.
This is the Beretta 92F. This is the duty pistol that our officers carry.
My heart was pumping, like, getting into this. It was super exciting.
Beretta was cool. I mean, that was the first one to shoot, and, you know, it's got a lot of power.
Woo! Felt awesome!
It was freaky, like, I admit, like, I was a little nervous. And then as soon as you take a couple of shots, you become very comfortable with it.
As I was sitting to the right of him, so all his bullet casings were going off into my face. Shooting the MP5 was super cool. It's a powerful, accurate, tactical weapon.
Okay guys, this is the Thompson machine gun, 45 caliber.
This is the one with kick.
The adrenaline's going, and I think, you know, I don't know if I'm thinking like a cop, but you're feeling confident like a cop.
Shooting guns did give me some inspiration. Obviously, it gets you into cop mode, but also, after you fire, you get not only the smell, but the smoke.
John, thank you so much. We had a blast. That was really
Thanks,
exciting.
John. It's awesome.
Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Hitting the road in the cop car definitely got you in the mood of, like, being a cop. It was pretty badass.
And Chris took us around town on the beat and showed us some of his favorite restaurants.
Leech's is a great little hole-in-the-wall Mexican place.
They're famous for al pastor tacos and this awesome torta sauce covered dish called a pambazo. And this is quality food that's made for the people that live here.
Right.
They're not made for like guys like us. These are made for families that come from Mexico.
The pambazo, which is like a wild torta. So it's this crispy, chili kind of covered torta. Awesome.
I love the smokiness of that bun.
It's the best torta bun I've ever had in Los Angeles.
That's what I love about small places, ethnic dining. I mean, just go into some place you've never been to it. You never know what you're gonna discover. All right, boys, Al Watan, it's all about naan bread. This place is stellar.
The naan bread is cooked in about 90 seconds in this 1,000+ degree tandoori oven.
It's fast. You know, it's contact heat. You cook it, boom. You basically smack it against the wall. 2 minutes later, it's done. You roll it up, and you can eat it in the car. You can eat it on the hood. As a cop, you never know when that radio is going to go off, and you got to split.
It's a cool environment back there, and it smells amazing.
I've always heard that firemen know how to cook and cops know where to eat. And Chris's discovery of Al Watan is proof of that.
When I was a rookie cop 21 years ago, I got a radio call to this place about the meat not being halal. So my partner and I would step into this amazing kitchen and see all of these spices and herbs and all of this amazing food, and we're like, whoa, what is this place?
The end result is the best naan I've ever had in my life.
The iconic B&R Old Fashioned Burger.
Home of the Monster Royal Burger.
Gentlemen, the burgers are actually almost this size.
2 1/2-pound patties, that's 1 whole pound of beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, relish, mayo, chili, bacon or pastrami, an egg. That's it. That's all there is on this burger. It's enormous, but it's also a really beautiful burger.
Once you pick that up, you cannot let go. It's a full commitment hamburger.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
The Monster Royale is a beast.
Oh. This is not gonna be pretty. I just hope it doesn't get on my glasses.
And I'm thinking, glasses? How the hell could you get a burger on your glasses? It just explodes all over his shirt. The mustard, egg, and mayo.
Good thing it's the last stop.
Right?
The Monster Royale is everything that it sounds like.
After this burger, I mean, I am slipping into a food coma. No good spot to get me like energized.
Oh yeah.
Chris had a suggestion to pep me up, which was to tase me. I'm just afraid my brass balls might like explode or something. I was probably at an 11 on the nervousness scale.
Okay, and then I'm gonna,
This is a pretty ceremonious moment, I think, for all the people that know Daniel.
He wired me up and pulled the trigger.
okay, here we go.
I can feel it.
My only regret was that I wasn't the one to tase him.
I feel energized! Energy flowing through my body. Power.
Chris bestowed onto us Junior Hawthorne Police Department badges.
All right, gentlemen, I got one more thing for you.
Are we gonna tase him?
Today I'm making the Tazerac for Chris Cognac, which is inspired by getting tased, shooting guns, and eating smoky Indian food. The Tazerac is a play on the Sazerac, the oldest cocktail. First we rinse the glass with some absinthe. Now this is a nice way to add flavor without overpowering a cocktail. Absinthe has a great anise, licorice flavor. Then take a sugar cube and some Peychaud bitters, traditional New Orleans bitter. Then we just lightly crush up the sugar. Now I'm going to add a little bit of garam masala, which is a very traditional Indian spice, and 2 full ounces of American rye whiskey. And then because this cocktail contains only spirits, we stir. Now we're going to use our smoking gun to infuse both hickory and a little more garam masala directly into the cocktail. And that is the Tazerac.
Chris Cognac, you're in for a treat today, sir. This is a fancy-ass cocktail with cognac and Indian whiskey. It's called the Halal and Order. First things first, we're gonna do a 1/4 ounce of Demerara simple syrup. The next ingredient, we're gonna add 1/2 ounce of Italian sweet vermouth. So the next ingredient is a French liqueur, lots of herbs, spices, botanicals, and I'm gonna add 1/2 ounce. Onto the fancy booze here. This is one of my favorite cognacs. This is for you, this is your namesake spirit. This is Pierre Ferrand 1840 cognac, and I'm gonna add 1 ounce of cognac to the cocktail. So the last ingredient is a badass ingredient. This is an expensive bottle of Indian single malt whiskey. It's peated, it's gonna bring a smoky element to the cocktail, and I'm gonna be adding 1 ounce just to finish off the cocktail. We're gonna do 1 dash of old-fashioned bitters. And now it's time for our little smoking trick. So I'm gonna take this coupe glass and some fresh rosemary, and I'm gonna take the blowtorch and we're gonna smoke this cocktail out. Put a napkin over here and just trap this smoke in. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and add ice, and we're gonna go ahead and give this a proper stirring. Plenty of smoke going on in the glass. So this is a badass cocktail for a badass cop.
Everything was smoky. There was some element of smoke everywhere we went. So we really wanted to bring smoke to the table and to the cocktails.
Woodsy and delicious. Wow, that is outstanding. The flavors just work together, marry, kind of like dancing in my mouth. It's spectacular.
Tazerac versus Halal and Order.
Oh, halal and order.
This is like 5 ounces of 100 proof spirit, basically.
Dude, it's like 94 plus. This is a knock you on your ass, outstanding cocktail. But I gotta go with my boy Daniel. I thought that his use of the smoking visual element just brought it home for me.
Rock on, man.
You
Cheers.
guys rule, dude. Halal and Order, man. Best cocktail name ever.
Subscribe to Hungry and feed your food obsession.